There's a plane and a car and a plane. Go away, plane. We're good. What's up, you guys? It's Laura. It's Sunday, and that means it's time for another video. So last week I shared with you guys the story of my weight regain. If you haven't seen that, you can check that out up here. So I told you guys a little bit about my trips that I've been on, and my plan before I fell off the train miserably was to kind of give you guys tips of how to continue to lose weight or at least maintain weight while you're traveling. Because that's something that a lot of people struggle with, and obviously it's something that I struggle with. But I have used every single one of these in the past personally, and I do know that they work if you follow them. So let's learn from my mistakes and let's go. Tip number 1 and 2, eat what you know. These tips are similar but different, which is why I include them together, but also separate. You get it, just watch. So there are 2 types of people that I know, maybe more, but definitely these 2, and I'm gonna describe how to help both of them. They're the type of people that like to eat comfort food when they are out in other countries. Like, for example, I like to go to McDonald's in every country that I go to because it's McDonald's. And then there are the people that like to sample the local street fairs and what the country and the city has to indulge in, the local cuisine and all of those things, and be really snooty. You don't have to be snooty. Sometimes it's street food, like some of the most interesting street food, like crickets and other things. And I'm not knocking those things. I have not even eaten that. Although one time in Peru, I did eat cow tongue and guinea pig. I don't want to talk about that. I personally do both of those things, and so I have a tip for both of those types of people. For the first guy, I would say stick with what you know is good for you. If you're out in a restaurant and you know particularly that franchise of restaurants has not a lot of good options, then maybe you want to go to another franchise that you know is good. It's essentially kind of doing what you would do at home if you're given that luxury. There are a lot of fast food places that exist in a lot of countries, and so research that restaurant's chain's best items before you go to your next trip. For the second type of person, just remember what is good for you. When you go to a different country, the genetic makeup of your food doesn't change. I hate to break it to you, but cheesecake is not good for you if you eat it at home or in, like, France. Sorry. So keep with what you know is good for you. Ask for the healthier options. See what's worked for you in the past and order things that are similar to that. Chicken is chicken wherever you go, and even though it might be cooked different in certain places, you can always know that there are a baseline of foods that'll always be good for you. Tip number 3 is what I'm calling on the side, please. Now that's a little bit self-explanatory, but let me explain a little bit further. Usually the things that are going to add extra calories or be bad for you are slathered on top of delicious things. Like steak, for example, is pretty awesome, except for when it's covered in things that you know you shouldn't be eating. This is an example from my own life. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Nashville, but there's this thing called Nashville hot chicken. It's basically chicken that is breaded, fried, and cooked in this magical So what I would say is see if you can get the sauce on the side. Ask if your things can be, instead of tossed in a certain condiment or something, put just, on the side so that you can try just a little bit and you can control your portions of what that side item is. That way you have the power to choose just how many calories you're intaking, and you can be in better control of your food. Tip number 4 is hit the road, Jack. I don't know about you, but I love finding cool things to do that are like the local thing to do in that place that I'm at. And most of the time, whenever I go to these places, those things are really active and fun. I keep bringing up Nashville a lot because that was ultimately the trip that killed me, but I did make some good decisions there. But for example, when I was in Nashville, I did this awesome tavern on like a bike thing. So we were going from bar to bar on like this huge bicycle thing. So find activities that are fun and active. Get outside, do new things. Do things that you wouldn't have normally tried. It'll be fun for you and a great memory and a great way to exercise without even thinking about it when you're on vacation. Which brings me to my last tip. Tip number 5, save a horse, ride a cowboy. I might have to explain that one. Okay, so that might have just been a clever name. What I'm trying to say is find other ways to transport that are not just Uber and, you know, subways all the time. I found that if I'm usually going to a touristy place, I'm staying right in the heart of where the action is. I used to Uber to literally everything when I was out of town, and it was more convenient for sure, but it was a lot more expensive, and sometimes things are a lot closer than you think. A lot of places have bicycles for rent, scooters, even walking. I went on a couple trips lately where their cities had birds. Have you heard of these things? Bird, if you're listening to me, please come to Tampa. Birds are these little scooters that you can rent literally with your phone, and it will just take you. You can take a bird. You can go from one place of the world or the city, you know what I mean, to another place of the city, and then just leave your bird there. And then you can get another bird if you want it. You don't even have to take that bird back to where it was. It's just mind-blowing. If you could tell, I'm a big fan. Not sponsored, although I'd love to be. Hit your girl up. Anyways, in using these forms of transportation, you'll find that you're getting your exercise in without even trying. Okay guys, those were my 5 tips on how to lose weight while you're out vacationing. Remember that it is so important to just have fun and to let yourself be a human and let yourself do the things that you want to do. Life is too short to be stressed about losing weight every 5 seconds, and so just have fun. At the end of the day, just remember that you're on vacation and that you're having a great time. If I missed any big ones, or if you can think of anything else, leave them in the comments below, and I'd love to share information with you, share tips with you. Again, I'm here to learn from you guys and to have you guys learn from me, and hopefully this thing is a cyclical thing, that it's not just me talking into a camera alone in my room. Be sure to watch the other people who will be on this channel throughout the week, and I'll be back here next Sunday and on my personal channel, Fearloss Fitness, at other times, sporadically. Bye, thank you guys so much for being a part of my family. Love you.
Hey everybody, it's Keith. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you click the like button below. If you're new here, please make sure you click the subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Be sure to check out the entire Weight Loss Stories community at weightlossstories.com/map, or just click on the link in our Instagram bio. Thank you again.